Doesn't matter. I only need one person to get my jokes.
So we're friends occasionally.
Yeah,
so this next one that Jail's going to read, everybody in the room knows it except for Sabrina.
True.
What?
Just kidding. I know this one.
All right.
That reaction, priceless.
Hey, diddle. Oh. Did you know that there are numerous theories about the origin of the rhyme, including James Orchard Hallowell, Jerry's father, suggestion that it was a corruption of ancient Greek formed from a hoaxes. Why is it pluralized?
I don't know.
Because there's multiple ones.
I know.
That's why it's
like
diddle diddle and not just
formed
hey diddle.
from a hoaxes. I think it's supposed to say Horcrux.
That's right, because Voldemort split part of himself into it.
Right.
If you find
In a
all
little
7,
teapot.
you get the nursery rhyme.
That's right. Yep. Or it might be connected to Hathor worship and refers to constellations. Or it might be from wait, I can't read. Or it might be the flight from Egypt as described in the Gospel of Matthew. Or it might refer to the game of trap ball, which is a simplified version of baseball.
I'm glad we went from
What is a simplified version of
flight
baseball?
of Egypt to trap ball.
I believe trap ball, you just hit it, and then whoever catches it, you're out. That's it.
Oh, so it's
And
baseball.
if you don't catch it, then you're not out.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any running of bases. I'm not sure. Somebody can look it up.
Most scholars consider these to be unproven and say that the verse is probably meant to be simply nonsense.
Laura, can you look that up on your turn?
Oh, yeah, I'll wait.
Okay.
So, let's hear the original. Hey, diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon.
That's why we have no spoons ever at work.
And
True.
dishes.
And dishes.
Because they run away together.
Yes.
Yep.
Nobody likes the fork or the
I've
knife.
heard lots of bitches laughing, so that makes sense. Just saying. You can edit that out.
What? I didn't understand it.
Because the dogs were laughing.
Oh.
I said I've heard lots of bitches laughing.
Oh, I get
Yeah.
it. Mango can be obtained.
Yeah.
I don't like mango.
Oh, my favorite version. The Google translated version. The arch goddess, cat and hare. The cow went over the moon. Little dog mustache, watch for her game. And it was done with a little spoon.
Oh my.
Everybody needs a little spoon now and then.
What if you like to be the big spoon?
Every night, it's nice to switch it up every now and then. Even if you like to be the big spoon.
That's fine. Let's do the Podcast 42 version. Hey, diddle, fiddle, faddle, fiddle. Hunky, chunky middle. I've got the rhymes that pay the crimes. Yo, boy!
I'm glad that was
really
good. Oh my goodness. Now I have little Bo Peep.
Do you know this one?
You give her all the long ones, Chris. You know?
I know who Little Bo Peep is. That's Woody's girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo Peep.
Woody
She went-
Harrelson?
Yes, after he passes the duchy.
On the
On the left-hand side.
She knows that, but you don't know Frog Went a Courtin'?
I know it now.
Pass the duchy on
I
the
heard it
left.
was.
My-
I heard it
my
was a
family
B-side
was
on Rush's
very-
2112 album.
My family was very progressive.
Okay.
We don't listen to
Like
sides. Yeah. Little Bo Peep. The earliest record of the rhyme is a manuscript of around 1805, which contains only the first verse. There are references to a children's game called Bo Peep from the 16th century, including one in Shakespeare's King Lear, for which Bo Peep is thought to refer to the children's game of peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep. Bo Peep. This would be really creepy. Bo Peep.
I'm going to do that to somebody
Could you
now.
imagine, like, somebody
I'm
wanted
going to
to-
walk up to some random kid who's trying to play peekaboo and I'm going to be like,
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep.
Well, Peekaboo Streak would be named Bo Peep Streak.
Bo Peep.
Yeah, Bo Peep. The additional verses are first recorded in 1810. I didn't know there were more than one verse in all fairness, so there we go.
There you are.
The phrase to play Bo Peep was from the 14th century to refer to the punishment of being stood in a pillory. Well, there we go. The original. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them. Little Bo Peep fell fast asleep and dreamt she heard them bleating. But when she awoke, she found it a joke, for they were still a-fleeting.
Why? What? They're bleeding everywhere.
Bleating.
Oh, bleating.
Yeah.
Okay, I got...
Bah.
Sorry.
Bah.
I got scared.
I have a friend who speaks goat. and she bleats all the time.
I know.
It is actual true story, but I'm not going to say who it is.
They know.
Jessica.
You weren't supposed to say that. There are people in this room that know her, and I don't think she wants that to get out.
They don't know which Jessica.
They do.
I do now. We're going to talk after the show now.
No, you're not. Some secrets have to die amongst friends.
And the internet.
Well, that's okay because she doesn't listen to the show.
Okay.
So
She's a good friend.
yeah, that's right.
Only strangers listen to this show.
That's right.
None of my friends do.
There's
I think they're trying
probably
to tell
for
you
the best.
something.
Then up she took her little crook, determined for to find them. She found them indeed, but it made her heart bleed, for they'd left their tails behind them. It happened one day as Bo Peep did stray into a meadow hard by. There she espied their tails side by side, all hung on a tree to dry. She heaved a sigh and wiped her eye, and over the hillocks went rambling, and tried what she could, as a shepherdess should, to tack each again to its lambkin.
Somebody cut their tails off and hung them up on a tree?
That's why only the first verse is ever repeated.
Wow.
So they just turned into Eeyore.
Aww. Thanks for noticing me.
Google translated version. The Bo himself has bent his flock. I don't know where it is. He has come into the house, moved behind them now. A small arch is small, and he dreamed of hearing his attack. But when he awakes up, he finds him a joke, because it always happens. After that, you take a little drink, willingness to find it. He really does get it, but makes his heart pure, because I left the carpet. One day, Bo Peep went missing, earlier but later. Then he looked around. It's all hanging from the tree. She sighs and wipes her eyes. He collected garbage. And he tried to do what the pastor would do, throwing each lamb again. Well, that one's fierce.
It's,
So that was like Celebrity Deathmatch.
I like how Google Translate decided that we needed two people in this instead of just little Bo Peep.
Yeah.
This would be better with another person.
Earlier but later. Podcast 42 version. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Then she remembered she had them chipped and used Google Apps to find them. Short and sweet. She got them before they lost their tails.
What a dark turn that one took.
Little Miss Muffet. The rhyme first appeared in print in 1805 in a book titled Songs of the Nursery. Like many such rhymes, its origins are unclear. Some claim it was written by Dr. Thomas Muffet in the 1500s, an English physician and entomologist, about his stepdaughter, Patience. Oh, he's a doctor with patience.
Oh my God, really? Oh,
love
Canada.
I love my jokes. I'm so funny.
You're a mom. You cannot tell dad jokes.
No, but I do all the time. You're not the only one who gets to have all the fun. Others claim it refers to Mary, Queen of Scots. There she is again. Everybody's obsessed with her. Who was said to have been frightened by religious reformer John Knox.
I heard she had a burn book.
Little known fact. Mary, Queen of Scots, was actually the Queen of Ireland.
Yeah, that was her daughter's name.
Ireland?
Yeah.
Mary, Queen of Ireland.
It didn't flow as well as Mary, Queen of Scots.
Well, the original is Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds away. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away.
I just want to say, anyone writing a book report, that Mary, Queen of Scots thing that I said was not true.
Yes, because everybody knows people writing any kind of reports gets their information
right.
from Podcast 42.
Yes, they do, actually. That's
That's
why,
right. So
that's
if
why we
you-
had to put the disclaimer on
If
the
you
end.
write a report about Canada, just remember
C-A-N-A-D-A. Yes, that's how they... It's fact.
But don't write down.
Hey, listen, you know what? You don't know. I could be right because no one was in the room when it happened.
Because if you don't know, now you know.
Anyway, so the Google translated version
Work.
is Little Miss Muffet sit on the elevator, feeding his cattle and whey. A spider who is sitting next to her. No, a spider came who is sitting next to her insult Miss Muffet, and leave.
That's happened to me many times.
Those insulting spiders.
Yeah.
You showed up and came?
Do what? What did you just say?
You shut up and came. That's what it said.
I shut up and came?
No, you showed up and came.
I showed up and came? Mm-hmm. Where does it say that?
On the thing.
I'm
The
so
spider
confused.
came. He did.
Okay.
It says a spider came who was sitting near to her.
Next to her.
Next to her.
Okay.
All
My head is going in places it shouldn't.
Oh, no, it's meant to be that dirty.
Okay. I got confused. I'm like, what?
I'm just saying what the thing said, Chris. The spider came.
Okay, we got it. The spider came.
It's a lot of web.
That's usually where you find it, is on the web.
The podcast 42 version goes, Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds away and way. Along came a spider. Smash it, kill it. Where's the raid? Evil, evil. Kill it before it eats your head off.
That was really good.
I can't wait to hear Chris read about Nat King Cole.
Actually, you missed the part where you just say burn it down.
Burn down your she
Leave
shed.
the house.
Burn the she shed.
All right, next up is Old Nat King Cole.
Chris just did not want me to go down the she shed conversation.
No, I'm over the she shed. There needs to be a sequel to the she shed. That's all I got to say.
It's by the seashore.
Because we play the she shed commercial all the time, but there's never been a follow up, so we don't know exactly.
She's getting
Did
a
she get a new
she-shed.
she shed?
Yes.
Did she not get a new she shed? Is it a better she shed? Was it a
Jake from
worse she
State
shed?
Farm says she gets a she shed.
Yeah, but did she have to go through a bunch of
How did
drama
the
to get it?
she shed burn down?
Who cares?
knew
Did you
it.
see the fireman?
No.
They done burned down her she shed, so apparently she was having, I think what happened
Cheryl,
was,
can we quit saying she shed?
I think her neighbors
She
were
sure.
jealous of her she shed, and they
What
burned
does
it
she
down.
do in the she shed?
What would
Whatever she
do?
damn
Cheers.
feels
Yeah.
In
like.
the she shed.
What do guys do in man caves? Whatever they want. So she does whatever she wants in her she shed.
We play video games and scratch ourselves.
Okay, so maybe she plays video games and scratches
I do
herself.
half of that here.
We know. We've been meaning
That's
to
right.
talk to you about
And
that.
there's no video games in the
I'll
damn
stop
room.
playing video games.
I was going to ask.
try.
You know, it's very distracting when you play your video games during the show. You should really stop.
Well, we did one video game episode, and now he thinks that is what we do. All
Still
right.
can't believe somebody thought that was a good idea.
That, I think, well, I'm not going to say who thought it was a good idea.
We were drunk.
How did I miss that episode?
It's a 6. I'm drunk.
You don't listen to the show? You don't even listen to the shows that you're on.
Nicole, go left.
It would have been better as like a Twitch stream instead of a... All right, this is Old King Cole. Some notes. There's much speculation about the identity of King Cole, but it's unlikely that he can be identified reliably given the age of the rhyme. One theory is that the name of the legendary Welsh king Cole Hen can be translated Old King Cole. This sometimes leads to speculation that he, or some other Cole in Roman Britain, is the model for Old King Cole of the nursery rhyme. Am I keeping you up with my facts? This Laura yawns. However, there's no official connection between the 4th century figure and the 18th century nursery rhyme.
There's a lot of words.
You napped all day. How are you tired?
I did not nap all day. I woke up
Wait.
at 11.
She's just bored by the topic.
Did you say I didn't not nap all day?
I don't know what I said. I don't know. You guys are fun.
In the 19th century, it was suggested that Old King Cole was really Old Cole. I'm trying to keep you awake, Laura. Alias Thomas Cole Brock,
Stop.
a 12th century reading cloth merchant whose story was translated by Thomas Diddley in his Pleasant History of Thomas of Reading in 1598. There'll be a quiz on this later, young lady. Stop looking at me like that. The name Old Cole had some special meaning in Elizabethan theater, but it's unclear what it was.
Wait, what kind of theater? What kind of theater was that?
Elizabethan theater. Elizabethan theater. Elizabethan
Or
theater. Elizabethan.
You do know what it
theater.
sounds like he's saying, right?
What does it sound like I'm
A
saying?
lesbian.
A lesbian theater. These nursery
That's unclear
rhymes
what it was.
used to be performed in lesbian theaters across the country.
In 1598, nonetheless.
1598.
It was the follow-up to the vagina monologues.
Yes.